All right, we are back. It has been a minute, and I've sort of had this like hankering to play XCom again. I think of the versions of XCOM that I have experienced, War Rebalance has by far the best interface in my mind. And I think that goes a long way in like enjoying a strategy game. So we're gonna start it up. Last time we did Brutal, and I think I've played around with Impossible, and sort of like the difference between Brutal and Impossible is very interesting. I think like there's a lot to learn about the game by playing Impossible, and forcing myself to take engagements in a very particular way. Um, but I think the way the early game plays out, there's sort of like a lot of stuff in impossible difficulty that um, feels sort of distinctly unfun for me personally. So on this patch, I'm just going to go back to brutal, and we're going to see if we can dunk on some aliens. It's not going to be that easy though, right? Because even on brutal, the sort of there are difficulty spikes that I'm going to struggle with. So this time, I'd like to take the Japan starting bonus. I think it's like a lot of interesting stuff packed into one. It's like certainly like the first two clauses are very good econ. I think the gray market sell prices I think is going to finance a lot of our like equipment and soldiers mid to late game, um, as well as planes. And 50% more likely to airstrike, I think might also be interesting. And then finally, the additional unit on data recovery and extract missions for Exalt, I think is actually huge. There were times when like I don't remember distinctly, but feeling like we were in really bad situations on Exalt missions, and I think having one extra soldier changes that a lot in XCOM's favor. And the other thing, of course, is I didn't take the Asia continent bonus last time. We didn't manage to cover Asia. It got nerfed on this patch. It used to be 45%, but I think it's still a very strong econ bonus overall, and they pair well together. So let's just try it. No guarantees that we'll actually get to the point where any of this will matter, but
alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles. Strike one. This is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
all right, all reliable. Okay, so
Affirmative.
I'm on the move. Okay.
Moving to position.
all right, first contact is two little guys and an outsider. Okay. And I think okay, barely not enough vision, but what we can do is naturally we can provide ourselves a little bit of cover and then do the flanking ourselves. Right, so we could do this. Go here. Then oh, take this 74. Alright. Then unfortunately we don't have great tiles to take here. So let's peek out. I really don't want to pull another pod, but we go here and we hunker the oh sorry, that's not the person I want there. I should have been more careful. it's hard when they all look the same. Well, they don't look the same, obviously, but they're all the same color, right? So I have to pay attention to that information more. We'll go here. And then we'll go here and hunker, I think. So hunker, stay put, hunker, and then end turn. Okay. So I think here we ram with the oh, we can't ram with the shiv. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay, so it's an 8-point. Yeah, we can do it. This is goes through CCS, so I don't want that. I can AP grenade here and see what it does for me. This could be just a 1 damage AP grenade. That's a high roll. Okay, which then means we're good, because it's disoriented, right? It can't CCS me. Go here, collect meld, and I suspect this is a ram. It is. Good. So we're safe to go up and just pop it in the face. Right here. So then, rather than moving up this way, I would rather get up on rooftop. So we do this, this, and then this. Okay, that's not bad. We have dealt with half the map. There's just the big pod left. No meld ping.
Stepping off.
Alright, roof appears to be clear. You know what? I'm gonna wait 1 turn before we move everybody forward, I think.
Moving out. Rolling out.
Okay. Now it should be safe to just go. Ooh. We're a little bit behind on like meld grabbing tempo, so we might end up missing those 2 cans, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate. But okay, so that is fine. Let's go here. Okay, and once we've moved everybody, if we do pull with the shiv, we get a bonus movement point, right? We did not pull.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, meld is not on the roof, which means meld is downstairs in here. So let's pick Hans to be our meld runner.
Unterwegs. Ich kann die Ware sehen.
Okay. 2 turns. Yeah, we can get that with Hans. Okay. Which means the meld in here probably expires next turn, huh? Unless it's all the way in the back. I should be careful here because there's a possibility that we pull drones, right? Door is closed. They're very likely in here or on the... Oh, I see the door's open there. So very likely in here. Let's just take this path. And let's jump down here. Got it. Okay, we have vision of the roof. It's safe for you to jump up then. She moved back. And they're indoors. Okay. So let's check roof for meld. No meld. Got this can. Now let's check the dumpster area for meld. No meld back here, so it's indoors. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we missed it. Unless, okay, so hold on. It's a little bit degenerate here, but we can tile scan for meld, I think. Like, if we can find a tile that we can't move to, then that has to be the meld can. I don't see it. Could be back here, but I think either way, we have missed it. All right. I accept. It's a bitter acceptance. I would have loved that meld, but especially with the Japan bonus, right? Like, because we start with the gray market, which means any meld you grab is immediately dollars you can do stuff with. Still says meld recoverable, which actually means, hold on.
I'm on it, Commander.
What? Am I looking at? Is there another can back here? No. I don't see it anywhere. Huh. Okay. Roof access from this tile. Unlikely to. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can get on the roof. They're not going to do it. It'll leave them too flanked.
Stepping off.
Doors over here. Okay.
Roger that.
Huh. Okay, well, I mean, we'll get up on this roof again. See if we can make a flank. So I think we have to eat the Overwatch to back out here. Mathematically, just getting shot by 4 sect. Well, really, what's going to happen is going to be like mind merge, shoot, shoot, like mind merge, shoot, shoot, or some nonsense like that, and the ship is going to get chewed up. So let's just back off. Okay. Oh, that was the meld. I heard it to our right. Maybe it was... There's no way it was in this room, right? Maybe it was. Maybe it was like right in here or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's get eyes on our friends. Oh, we lost our friends. Oh, we lost our friends completely.
What was that? Got it.
Peekaboo? Ah, there they are. Okay.
Throwing grenade.
I want the corpses, but, maybe we're not gonna get the corpses. That needed to crit.
Tak jest, dowódco. Poszedł.
Alright, final hit.
On my way.
This corpse we will get.
See you in Good work out there, Strike One.
Okay.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching.
Jacob gets a will roll right at the start. I think that's pretty huge, although I don't know if it'll actually have any impact.
Outstanding. Not only did our troops
Jacob
return
tends to
safely,
not
but
stand on
Nell
the front
they
line the
recovered
way
will
I
certainly advance our
intend to play. Okay. So here I think we're still opening alien weaponry. The early game is really Illyrium intensive now. You need 40 Illyrium for beam lasers and 40 Illyrium for alien containment. And so the 80 is kind of hard to come by.
Commander to mission
We're going to do
control.
this.
Commander to mission control.
And then we're actually not going to build a motion tracker this campaign. Not because it's bad, it's because we're just not going to be using the Shiv much. Alright, so default sell prices. We want to pay for one airplane at the start, improve consistency in April, and then we can dig here for the future. And then I think we just go. We're playing with a smaller barracks. This was a change that went through shortly after we finished our last recorded campaign. And so the early game barracks looks a good bit rougher. Have 3 Lance Corporals and then just specs. But we only have 1 rookie to play with, so maybe that's, I don't know, a better thing. Who knows? Pull up Notepad. Yeah, so as much as I would love to take these kinds of requests, like I don't think you can take any Illyrium requests in the early game, or else you get research blocked for a very long time. Okay. So here we just do this.
Technology has a number of potential applications. I'm sure the science team is eager to begin. I'll notify you as soon as we have something significant to report.
Just build some scopes, a marksman scope, and then keep scanning. 7 weapon fragments for an engineer, though this one we will take. Canada's gone. Okay, so that was the infiltration that we
Excavation complete.
witnessed.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
I guess we can dig this out. Maybe not.
Contact
Okay.
detected.
So first interception, I want to give it a bit of a love tap, and then
We have
get the
eyes on
kill
the
on
bears.
fresh interceptors, right? That's the
Disengaging.
One hit is good enough.
Contact detected.
Should be
Bangs out.
3 hits total, or I guess technically 2 crits if it happens. Okay. Oh, you can't crit with avalanche missiles. You need armor pen to do it. So it's always exactly 3, I think. Because even on a high roll, you cannot get enough damage with 2. They're what? 160 damage a hit? I can't remember the damage range. I think it was something like 20% either direction. I'm like making that number up. I don't actually remember the value. Emaciated humanoid. Creature with 2 large eyes has to be sectoids. Alright. Bit of a cramped mission. So here, we're going to do, let's see. Alright. So first of all, this. In my experience, early game drones and floaters are a huge problem because you can't hit them like very consistently. And so this gives us a tool to sort of like hold them back while we work on other stuff with our squad. So LMG Mayhem, we did this in the past. We're going to do it again. Then next up, I want a front line. We're going to do medic tank again. I think medic tank is just better than every other tank by a mile in terms of what they can accomplish. Shotguns, if I remember correctly, used to be 4.0 weight, and I considered them unusable. But at 3.3, I think you can make some use of shotguns. Then this and trophy. Especially with psi-buffed sectoids, any soldier that stands on the front line, I think an alien trophy is very important on. We're going to keep using the Shiv. Part of the role of the Shiv is to absorb damage for XCom, and you know, if we end up losing the Shiv, it's fine. Like, I'd rather lose the Shiv than a soldier. And now the rest is just sort of like, okay, like this core is like all of the soldier class I think I really care about. Everything else is just like, we're gonna play positioning more than the classes, so we're just taking soldiers to level up. Owen Roberts this time is going to become a Rocketeer. Last time we turned Owen into a gunner, and we want to get him to support Rocketeer status as quickly as we can. Not going to take a Javelin rocket. We're just going to sit in the back and chuck a smoke grenade. Actually, if we're going to sit in the back, do we chuck a Javelin? I don't know. The alternative is just do this. Alright. Then, I'll think about Owen in a bit. So, I think I want, let's see. Let's take Hank as an infantry. Same as last time. I think Hank makes a great infantry. I think infantry is just a great class in general. And we don't have any like really strong perks, so let's just take 2 grenades. We'll shoot something, whatever. And then let's take Saito as well. Part of it's home ground bonus, part of it's just I want, like, I need to get supports up and running, so we're going to try to stack EXP on her. We need a plating to accomplish anything, and I think we're also just going to take an alien trophy for the early EXP. Then, here, we want to take Chloe, and Chloe's going to be an engineer again. This time, we're going to build engineers a little bit differently, I think. I'm feeling like we're going to build double tap engineers. Not sure why. Well, I kind of know why, but I want a battle rifle so I can steady it and pop a drone, but I think the mobility is too rough. Maybe we take a carbine. Just try to, yeah. Okay, so a choice to make, right, is, and this didn't used to exist. Well, this entire display didn't used to exist up here. But if you play with fewer than a full squad, then you get an EXP boost for having fewer soldiers. And overall, it is my feeling that it's not that meaningful to take extra EXP instead of extra soldiers, because you'd rather have more soldiers promoted than have some more EXP on a few soldiers. And my reasoning for that is the EXP requirement for these ranks down here. So this is 2,000 EXP for sergeant, and then 4,000 for tech sergeant, 7,000 for gunnery sergeant. Realistically, the starting soldiers are never going to make it to gunnery sergeant. They're going to run out of steam, and you have to retire them before then. So realistically, they're going to get to maybe even here. In my experience, they don't. They sort of, run out of steam around like 2,500 to 3,000 EXP. So getting a bunch of extra EXP on them sort of like gets them to like limbo between sergeant and tech sergeant, and a lot of that extra EXP is wasted. However, I also think that like getting 2 Lance Corporal is such a huge, like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's so important to your campaign that being able to get to Lance Corporal 1 mission sooner has like enough of a benefit that on the very early game missions, I think we go less than a full squad. I haven't really fleshed it out, but that's how I currently feel. So it's a very weird squad, quite weak, because obviously we're just taking 1 Lance Corporal, but I think we can clear it with just good positioning and then a couple of grenades. We know we have at least 1 sectoid pod, and you can pretty consistently kill like 3 to 4 sectoids with the grenades we have. So let's launch the mission, see how it goes. If drones do show up, we have rockets for them.
We have visual on the mission.
All right, let's go to the next recording segment then. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see some of you next time. Peace.